What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Thursday over here. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Bitcoin currently down over 3%, bringing down quite a bit of the altcoin markets with it, as well as the crypto markets. Could this be a reason to panic, or is there a bullish case scenario that could happen from what we're seeing right here? We're going to be taking a look at this, how it affects the overall crypto markets, as well as Algorand, which would be the main topic of this post. Now, we're going to be exploring some upside and downside targets of Algorand. Could the bottom be in? Also going to be taking a look into some key price levels that this market needs to break in order to go either of these directions. I'm going to be giving you guys my personal opinion and sentiment on this market later in this video, so do stick around for that. Lastly, none of this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor nor a elite trader of any kind, even though I am a profitable trader who's been able to keep most of my profits in the last bear market. But I am looking to crush it here in the next bull cycle, so if you guys feel the same way, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Let's get right into the charts. So currently, let's take a look into Bitcoin real quick, because I think, this is going to be pretty important since we had a pretty big move here, for Bitcoin. And this is the driver of my opinions for most of this crypto market here. Currently, Bitcoin's about 26.3K. I think went even lower earlier today. It was a very fast crash over a period of just 2 hours here, right? These two huge red candles after what it seems to be a bull trap, where price action looks like it has broken out of this falling wedge pattern, got rejected at about 27.6. As I've been talking about, this level is very key because it's basically where the weekly 200 as well as the daily 200 SMA are both at. Aside from that, we also see quite a bit of moving averages coming into that zone. So it's a very key level, and I would expect very strong resistance. Now, would this be the end of Bitcoin in the short term? And of course, for the crypto markets, we're going to be taking a look into this weekly time frame here, right? As I've been talking about, this is basically really what I'm paying attention to right now. It's going to take quite some time to play out because this is the weekly time frame. Each candle is 1 week's time. We have quite a few scenarios here, and basically the levels I have drawn out would tell me which scenario is playing out more likely. I mean, nothing is absolute, but you want to get at least a clearer idea of what's really going on before entering into the market, staying in the market, or exiting the market, right? I mean, that's my job as a trader. It's like, I got to find a way to go. I got to find a good situation to go long, a good situation to go short. Should I be staying in the markets? So basically drawing out these levels would tell me which scenario, I am in, right? In terms of the markets. So basically right now, we do have the weekly time frame. Like I said, this double top pattern is basically what I'm trying to stay away from because I am currently long on the markets. I do have long positions on altcoins open. I am no longer long on Bitcoin and Ethereum just because I got liquidated involuntarily by MEXC because they delisted their ETFs, their leveraged ETFs, just over the past weekend. So I'm just looking for a good place to re-enter into the market. Either that'll be long or short. Really just waiting on the sidelines with some dry powder here, right? But I am still long with quite a bit of several altcoins. But currently, as you can see, we do have the double top here. If this actually plays out, that is a huge move to the downside, at least according to a measured target here. do your Google searches on what measure targets, measure moves actually mean. Because it could be over, under. It does not necessarily have to get there, but it's an estimate. That is the most bearish case scenario I see here, at least in the short term. Now let's talk about some possible bullish case scenarios for both Bitcoin and the altcoins. The other scenario here is, of course, this rising channel pattern, which the price action is basically respecting still. The weekly 50 SMA is coming up to the bottom trend line of this pattern, which would make this bottom trend line even more valid. Because I like to line up my, I usually like to line up my trend lines with major moving averages or even moving averages, depending on what time frames you're looking at, right? So we're still running with this within this rising channel pattern, which is still usually bearish. It usually breaks to the downside here, right? But if the price action is able to get back on top to the top trend line here, then we still have a cup and handle pattern. That will be that's more in play, and that's a lot more bullish, right? So can the price action come up here to this upper trend line? Well, we're gonna have to keep track of what the chart is doing, and also be taking a look into the lower time frames to see if we can get any clues on what could be going on in this higher time frame. So, for example, I'll be looking at the daily time frame here to check, if anything is looking abnormal or looking good or bad for the setup here, right? Or bullish or bearish for the setup, depending on which side of the trade you're on. So as we can see here, we do have the daily time frame. Price action did try to get on top of that daily 200 SMA earlier this week, but right now it's back below it with this huge red candle. Now I'm looking for support within this area right here, about 26.2 or even just the 26K area, because that has been consolidation for a very long time. If that starts breaking and it starts to come down here to retest its bottom trend line, then we are gonna be on edge again, and let's see if we get a breakdown, right? So that is basically what I'm looking at, and that drives a lot of my opinions on the crypto markets. Sorry to have gone on a little longer on Bitcoin, but I think it's fairly due because we did have a pretty big move, a drop here on Bitcoin, so that's going to affect quite a bit of the altcoins here. Let's take a look into Algorand. Currently sitting at about 9.3 cents here. So let's take a look into the monthly time frame. I think I haven't done a post on this point for quite some time. As you guys can see on the monthly time frame here, we have basically breached all-time lows here, at least according to this chart on Binance, right? It has basically breached all-time lows, because the last low that I see here was at about as far as I can read it here, it was at about 9 point or even 10 cents, close to 10 cents, 9.8 cents. So we're basically well below that. We're below that, right? So could there be a reversal? Is the bottom in? Let's take a look into the smaller time frames, a lower time frame, the weekly time frame. Let's see if we can get a clue on what could be doing, right? So price action here on this weekly time frame has basically broken out of a falling wedge. I think the breakout didn't go really far. It went up to about 12.6 cents before getting rejected and coming back down here to about 9.3 cents, right? As low as even 8.3 cents, 8.2 cents. So it looks like it's still trying to hold on to this breakout and being on top of this pattern, but it's basically at the end of this falling wedge pattern here. Now, the measured move of this pattern, of this breakout, is about almost about 40 cents, okay, which is basically the opening. You take the opening measurement of the pattern, and then you put it on top of the breakout point, right? That would be the measured target, which is an estimate only, okay? Could the price action actually get to this measured target? Well, I think, a lot of it is going to depend on this week's candle, because we're basically at the end of this falling wedge pattern. So if the price action actually breach the tip of this pattern here, I think we're going to have to rechart this pattern and basically invalidate at least this falling wedge here. Could there be a bigger falling wedge in play that, bulls don't want to be a part of? Because, even though falling wedges, they break out to the upside eventually. Usually, when you're in the pattern, I mean, you're basically going down most of the time. So I don't think, bulls don't want to be in a falling wedge pattern before it breaks out. So I think a lot of it depends on this week's pattern here, candle here, right? And then there's going to be quite a bit of resistances or key price levels to be looking at on the weekly time frame here at about 13.7 cents. That is basically where the weekly 21 SMA is. Weekly 50 SMA is at about 21 cents area. Where's the monthly? The monthly is way above, so it's probably not even it's not even within sight here. It's about 43 cents, so it's probably nothing to really worry about from the monthly time frame, at least in terms of major moving averages. Weekly 200 is at about 37. So that's the 3-day actually, sorry. Weekly 200, I don't think that's even within sight yet. That's 60 cents almost. 3-day moving averages, basically the 21 and the 50 are 14 cents area and below. And then the daily moving averages are closer to the moving price action. Both the 50 and the 21 are below the 11 cents area, and the daily 200 is about 16 cents area. Okay, so those are going to be some key levels to be paying attention to, because these are moving averages where sell pressure could be coming in. So quite a bit of resistance between now to 15 cents and even 20 cents area. Okay. Let's take a look into, that's basically the upside scenario. What is the downside possibility here? Okay. So the downside possibility is price action. If this is a failed breakout, I think I'm going to be taking a look into the weekly time frame for an estimate. I think, well, so I'm really just going to have to extrapolate this from this bottom trend line here, or the end of this pattern, because there's no other supports to refer back to in trading history of this coin. So the only thing I have would be basically the end of this bottom trend line here, which would be about almost 6 cents, 5.9 cents, right? So in the 6 cents area. Let me see if I can pull a fib level, and that will give me a retracement that's not negative. No, that's going to give me a negative value. How about if I pull a fib retracement with candle closes? That's still not going to give me a positive value here. So yeah, I'm looking at about 6 cents in that area if the price action does not hold here, that'll be the next level of that's an estimate, right? That's the next level of where I would expect support to come in. So basically this tells this is my view of this market in terms of both the upside and downside. I think if you guys made it this far into this video, do make sure to check out my link below in the referral. In the description below, if you guys want to sign up for Webull and want to get some free stocks, because they're still giving away free stocks when you guys open an account and deposit $100 into your account. And I will also get a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Now, the free stocks you will get will be valued from $3,000 to $3,000, depending on your luck, of course. Terms and conditions do apply. And I did enjoy using Webull as an exchange to trade crypto and US stocks. I think it's great for beginners. But with any exchange, I would not put most or all my money on any particular exchange in case they do go down, as we have seen with FTX, other exchanges recently. So, I personally spread my funds around several exchanges. So in case one goes down, I don't get wrecked, right? Now let's go back to any last words that I might have to say about this market. Now, as I've been saying, I am still long on the markets until on the overall crypto markets, until Bitcoin confirms that breakdown of that double top pattern. So that is basically what I'm going to be focusing on. I don't have the Algorand, but I will open positions if I see a good setup. If you guys want to see more Algorand, do like, subscribe, reply, and I will do another update if enough of you guys want to see it. And that wraps it up for this post. Thank you very much. Hope you guys have a great day.